I wanted to push my glasses up.
You got a sticker on them. It's annoying.
So, does it show up on film?
I don't know, but it shows up to me.
You sorry? You waste our film.
Am I good?
Proceed.
So, action, Gus, or?
Jesus, Ben, I said I'm busy. Busy.
What up? It's me.
What up? It's that sheep from
Is that what I was supposed to say?
That's all he gets?
No, what else was I gonna do?
Shut your bitch. Alright.
There we go. What up? Welcome to this week's edition of MRM, presented by Not Your Average Nerds. This week's video has actually been submitted by one of our followers of the channel and the followers of the page, and our friend Ricky Dones. Ricky! First of all, I want to say thank you to actually having this being our first suggested video to do, which I really appreciate. That means that you're actually watching and liking what you're seeing, so that's kind of cool. Awesome selection with The Wizard. The Wizard is actually a really cool movie. As a gamer, growing up or whatever, this movie meant a lot, or was actually really cool to see as far as like the Mario 3 aspect and just the gaming and watching this kid like wreck everybody and then aspiring to try to be like him or whatever. But yeah, so appreciate the nod for the movie. The movie The Wizard was directed by a guy named Todd Holland. He also directed Waterboy.
He poked me in the eye. Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Jimmy is the younger brother. That's the main character of this movie. He's in a facility because a lot of people think that he has, I don't know, so he's imbalanced. Like he doesn't talk. He stopped talking. He doesn't really interact with people. All he says is California over and over and over again. And his family put him in this, or has him in this facility to try to break him out of it, and it's not really working. And his half brother, Corey, doesn't like the idea of him being in a home, or they want to transfer him to a home. He doesn't like the idea of that, so he breaks him out of this facility and takes him on a train. He just wants to take him away. He doesn't like where he's staying. He doesn't like that his brother's over there, so he's trying to take him away. And he's trying to go on like $20-something, and he realizes that that's not going to do anything.
Two tickets to California, please.
That's $226.
Well, we only have $27.30. What does that get us?
Nowhere.
This is where you kind of learn that Jimmy is actually really, really good at video games.
You got 50,000 on Double Dragon? Look at him. He's a wizard.
While they're there, Corey has Jimmy get on an arcade machine to kind of like distract him. And the game that he's playing is Double Dragon. It's actually one of my favorite games growing up. It's badass. The intro is really kind of messed up, actually.
Actually, that is the entire story.
That is the story.
They take your girl.
Yeah, they take your girl. Mr. Steal Your Girl. There's a girl there. Basically, he kind of cons her into playing his brother, you know, for her ticket. And he whoops that ass. Like, she isn't even close. I think she gets like 26,000, and he gets like... He stops, actually. Like, he pulls the ticket away from him. Like, yeah, as soon as he beats the score, which wasn't that hard. And then her bus leaves, and then she's kind of stranded with him. Then they figure out, or she points out, that there's actually this tournament in Las Vegas called... And the winner of the tournament gets $50,000. And Corey's idea is to kind of show everybody that's chasing them down that Jimmy doesn't need to be in a home. And the way to show that is that if he wins the tournament, that'll show that he's making progress. And actually, if he's capable of winning a tournament, then he's capable of being out of a home and stuff like that. So that's the goal. In order to get there, they need money. So what they do is, at all the stops that they come to, they kind of con people into playing him in different games and meet up with this guy because the kid says that he's good, but he couldn't beat Lucas. And this is where you kind of meet Lucas. And Lucas is...
It's so bad.
Anyways, but yeah, so you meet Lucas, and Lucas has got like every game that's out for Nintendo right now, and he's got this secret weapon, which is the Power Glove.
I love the Power Glove.
It's so bad. And I mean bad. Now, before you can even begin to get this fucking piece of shit to work, you have to put these 3 sensors on your TV like this. Fuck!
So the Power Glove. The Power Glove was Nintendo's idea for like the next level of controller. They had, I want to say at this time, they had the Roby the robot. They had the gun, the light gun for Mario, the duck hunt. And I don't remember what other gadget they might have had. But the Power Glove was supposed to be the next big thing. And, you know, it was supposed to be super integrated, super accurate, and all this other thing. Like in the movie, they show how accurate this thing is. And, like, he's just, you know, dodging cars and all this other junk. Yeah, no, it was garbage. It was straight trash. The sensors didn't work. It wasn't very responsive. It was clunky. Putting it on your arm and playing like this or whatever, it was really impractical. It was just a bad product. It looks cool. I mean, I would be intimidated had somebody come to my house to play me with a Power Glove on, you know, versus my controller. I would be intimidated. It's essentially Kelly with his joystick coming to play us with our controllers.
Gentlemen, we are dealing with someone here who has absolutely no life. How do you kill that which has no life?
And just stomping us out. That's what it is. That's what it was supposed to be like, but in reality, the Power Glove loses 9 times out of 10. Jimmy wants to go to California. There's a reason that he wants to go there, and I kind of don't want to give out any of the, you know, a lot of the secrets of the movie, but that's just the backstory of the movie. The movie itself, though, was like basically an hour and 40-minute commercial for Nintendo. And they had so much product placement. This is the first time that North American viewers were shown Super Mario Bros. 3. And at the time, you know, Mario Bros. Was killing it, Nintendo was so hot, and they held off for the showcase of Super Mario Bros. 3 with this movie. So this movie is actually kind of just a big ad for that game.
Super Mario Brothers 3!
What's also kind of cool is that when they do showcase this game in this movie, you kind of see, you get to see like that people, when they first watch this movie, they got different tricks and tips and other things inside the game that you would otherwise not known about had you not had Nintendo Power or called the Nintendo hotline, which, by the way, is in this movie. They, in order to get Jimmy better equipped for the tournament, for certain games that he might have not played, they have a Nintendo hotline that actually used to work. I'm not sure if it probably doesn't work anymore, but they used to have a Nintendo hotline where you could call and ask about games that you were having trouble with, and there would be somebody on the line with magazines and all this other stuff with information to help you get past a level that you otherwise couldn't. Oh, another thing is that Tobey Maguire is actually in this movie. If you guys don't know who Tobey Maguire is anymore, because this is like the 3rd iteration of Spider-Man nowadays, Tobey Maguire was the original Spider-Man from 2002. And he's in this movie, and he's got full mullet, and he's right there. But, so that's an Easter egg that you can look out for.
Man, your Wi-Fi is trash.
You're right. It's so bad. It's kind of cool to look at video games nowadays and see that they actually do develop muscle memory, you know, enhanced reflexes, or your dexterity. You work on your dexterity, memory skills, creativity. I mean, there's so many benefits to video games.
It's gotten to the point to where, like, E-League's on TV.
Right.
And, like, there are professional gamer, like,
yeah, it's a professional sport.
Teams.
Yeah, it's a professional thing now. You get paid.
The weird thing is, though, like, as that's being more acceptable, the arcade is becoming more extinct.
Thing is like, it's almost when it wasn't socially accepted to be in the video game scene, it almost felt like arcades were a necessity for people that liked video games to get out and go where other people that liked or had that hobby interest could go and interact with each other, which is like not the case nowadays, where people don't really necessarily need an arcade to meet up with people anymore. I think that's kind of like the down. I think its rise to acceptance was kind of its downfall for seclusion for arcades or whatever.
Yeah, so I miss arcades. I think that's all it is.
Yeah, I used to go, if you're from the Holland area, we used to have an Aladdin's Castle here in the mall, and I used to spend hours at Aladdin's Castle. Me and my brother and my sister, friends, we would go play games for hours. You know, that was almost like the daycare center. Like, my parents would go, my mom would go to Deb's, my dad would go, I don't know where my dad would go, actually. I don't remember where my dad would shop in the mall, but I know for sure my mom would go to Deb's. And if I didn't want to sit there and look at dresses for 2 hours...
We're sitting near the shoe department.
Dude, that store is not that big to be there for 2 hours to figure out what you want. But anyways...
I was going to whoop your ass.
But I used to be there for forever. And so my highlight of the mall, to going to the mall, was to go to Aladdin's Castle. Or KB Toys, but we shall not speak of that. But, yeah, Aladdin's Castle. And I would go there, be 10 years old or something, and play against the older people. And I was pretty decent at fighters or whatever. That was my interest growing up, was just fighting games, and I was pretty decent at them. So I loved going to arcades, Craig's Cruisers. There was a lock-in. I went to a lock-in when I was, I don't know.
I went there too. And then that dude was dressed up like that big old demon thing while I was playing the Jurassic Park game. And he poked his head in through the little seat down there, and I got scared. I almost kicked him.
They used to have lock-ins at our Craig's Cruisers here, our local Craig's Cruisers. I totally jumped from the arcade in the mall. Anyways, the arcade in the mall was cool. Craig's Cruisers. They had lock-ins at Craig's Cruisers here in our area. That was awesome. So, like he said, arcades are kind of, around here they're kind of like
going away.
Yeah, they're going away. In Japan, obviously.
Striving.
According to Dashi, you walk through like 5 arcades or whatever, and they were hitting.
That spot right here. What's good, my boy? Dashi Game. Subscribe. My boy's on that poking joint. You see him? What's good, y'all? Dashi Games. YouTube. Subscribe. Subscribe, y'all. Okay. I don't even think this joint out in America yet. My boy right here. Oh, he know what's up. He out here playing that. Yo, my boy. That's your games. My boys, correct me if I'm wrong here, but doesn't this come out in like June, if I'm not mistaken? 7? No?
Alright, so like I said, this video was suggested by Ricky Dones. For those of you not familiar with Ricky Dones, he's actually a member of the Syndicate, which we've referenced on our page before, and he's one of the most active members that I see there. He's an avid toy collector and hunter, and actually I'm going to put a link in for his channel. He has a YouTube channel as well, in which he does hunts and stuff that are pretty funny.
Another one, and freaking another one. It's the whole freaking wave, and I don't know. I'm gonna see if they could put these on hold or whatever, but and to you scalpers out there, I got 2 words for you guys. Suck it! Oh!
That makes me laugh quite a bit. But yeah, so there's going to be a link in the description that you can click on to go to his channel. And if you do, make sure that you like and subscribe and stuff. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. But yeah, just wanted to give him another shout out for, suggesting this movie or whatever. It was actually something that I hadn't thought of prior to him suggesting it. And I'm really glad they did, actually, because it probably would have been a while before I had gotten to it. And like I said, I like this movie a lot, so it's just one of those things where, you know, maybe I didn't think of it. It's always fun to have somebody else mention a movie or mention something, and it kind of sparks something in your head. Like, oh yeah, you know, that movie would probably be really cool to do, which in this case it was. So thanks again, and hope you enjoyed the video. And if you've never seen this movie, go watch it. It's pretty fun. It's funny to watch. It's kind of taking everything that the 1980, you know, kind of take that in. I forgot what I was saying. This is my bearded dragon, Jupiter. Is my face on her face?
She's just like in your beard.
Yeah, so she's cool.
You look frightened as hell.
A little bit. Because I don't know if she's going to start nibbling on my beard hair. But alright, yeah, thanks for watching again. See you guys next week. Peace.